Hello, this is Group 17 for presenting for coursework 17042. We will be discussing Arab Bank as a Middle Eastern globalization success story in the banking sector. The Middle Eastern business culture, which is deeply rooted in traditions and relationships, customs, may sometimes clashes with Western corporate norms. Moreover, potential misconceptions about Middle Eastern businesses can create trust and credibility issues in global markets. So, addressing these challenges requires strategic planning, cultural sensitivity, and an understanding of both local and international market dynamics. This is why we have chosen Arab Bank as an example, as their slogan of the Arab Bank is "Success is a journey," which captures their journey towards globalization. They began as a bank in Jordan, Amman, with little access to finance. And today they are a worldwide bank with presence in more than 28 countries with 600 plus branches, and they have established their foothold in the banking industry through a number of achievements. They were named Best Bank in the Middle East for 2019 and Best Middle Eastern Bank for SMEs in 2023. In this presentation, we will be shedding light on their success story, underlining the difficulties in the banking industry, particularly in the Middle East. So we will start with an overview of the bank's history. They have established their headquarters in Amman, Jordan in 1948 and starting expanding regionally in the 40s and the 50s with 43 branch expansions. They have continued these expansions in the 60s and walked globally to expand in Frankfurt, London, Australia, New York, Singapore in the 1970s. For the 1990s, Arab Bank have expanded their services and their activities they are giving to their customers. And then again, in the 2000s, they have established the Arab Bank, Europe Arab Bank, which is a London-based, fully owned subsidiary.
Hi, I will give you a comprehensive pastel analysis of Arab Bank. Pastel is a framework for analyzing market environmental factors, political, economic, social, technological, environmental, and legal. For politics, in the 1940s and the 1950s, the Arab Bank emerged during a period of political stability, either lining strategical with regional shifts of calm politics. Since 1970s, Israel-Palestine peace accords, the bank's significant growth. It is the ability to political change and the ability to benefit from peace dividends. From economic perspective, the bank's development can be seen as Arab banks show faster growth in the post-war period, and they had a keen eye for economic opportunities. But this growth is not limited to the Middle East. In the 1970s, with the establishment of branches in important global financial centers such as Frankfurt, London, and New York, Arab Bank wanted to become a leader in the world economy. On the social perspective, Arab Bank serving from Palestine towns to global location. Highlights is a commitment to diverse community banking needs and through expansion into areas like Australia and Europe. Show a focus on expect communities and market diversifications. From a technological perspective, in the 1990s, Arab Bank entered areas such as leasing and investment banking. This shift means not just the adoption of new banking technologies, but also owing ways to stay competitive in a technology-driven global marketplace. Next is environment. There are indications that every bank is environmentally resilient. Their expansion into regions with different environmental regulations, such as Australia and the United States, demonstrates their want to adapt to the different environmental norms and practice that different countries impose of banking operations. Finally, from a legal perspective, every bank complies uh, with the law and the regulations. This is a one demonstrated by the bank's transformation into a publicly held corporation in 1948 under state law, as it expands into multiple countries. They had demonstrated the ability to navigate and adapt to the different laws and banking regulation in this region.
The last 2 decades have seen a rapid increase in the process of banking sector globalization. However, arguments supporting the policy of openness towards the banking industry in a host nation are far from universally accepted in the aftermath of the recent global financial crisis. There has been considerable academic focus uh, and policy attention on the roles of foreign banks in creating economic vulnerability in the host countries. The debate on the advantages and the disadvantages of globalizing the banking sectors is ongoing in media, policy discussion, and academic platforms. Benefit of foreign banks presents capital inflow, stability, improved services, increased competition, infrastructure development, support from additional entities, and risk management. Our bank is one of the largest financial institutions in the Middle East. The bank has been involved in international operations for many decades. The following is an approach on how the bank engages with internalization using the Uppsala mode, which is a micro-level tool of analysis that essentially provides holistic explanations of MBE evolution. It is important to make explicit the key underlying assumptions on which the model rests. This does not mean that we think unfettered reductions is the way forward, or that what happens at the firm level must be. The Uppsala mode at 40 years, Jan Eric Vollen and Jan Johnson 1089 understood only as aggregation of individual level and organizational level behaviors.
Hi. As we look into the internationalization strategy, we can talk about internationalization generally. It is generally when the company tries to expand its operations and market across international borders. This is generally done across countries that are physically neighboring to the home country by sharing similar culture, language, or political systems. We can use the perspective of the Uppsala model, firstly by looking into the market-seeking motives. This is generally done to increase market share and by reaching out to new and wider customers. This results in reducing cost and overall tariffs. The asset-seeking motives refers to a higher growth potential, which enhances the competitiveness or the capabilities of the company by using cutting-edge modern technology for research and development. The efficiency seeking motives describes how the Arab Bank uses cost efficiency to improve its overall performance by benefiting from infrastructure or existing institutions, generally by looking into regions with low wages at a high productivity. And geographic sources advantage, the Arab Bank tries to uh, make the optimum use of the different geographical factors that can be affecting the overall performance. The global supply chain is the general definition is a group of organizations responsible for carrying out different operations like production, distribution, or delivery of services. It improves customer satisfaction by offering customized or localized services that can uh, reach out personally to a specific set of customers. The trade finance, the Arab Bank can provide different services such as documentary, collections, export, and import financing. When we look at the cross-border transactions, Arab banks smooth currency conversion, foreign transfers, and other financial services add to the advantages of the overall performance. The supply chain financing, Arab Bank can offer specific finance solution intended to fit the requirements of GSE-based companies. And in today's digital age, a GSE's complexity necessitates the use of reliable digital tracking for online transactions or other business-related activities, and liquidity management for seamless operations across many regions. Businesses operating in a GSE require higher effective liquidity management solutions. Here we have a number of pictorial depictions of the uh, overall performance of the Arab Bank, starting off with the consolidated statement of financial position or the strong financial position, which shows a resilient performance and value investment. Uh, all of the figures show that a rise in their overall performance. When we talk about the largest private bank international network serving the MENA region, the major associates uh, relate to the Arab National Bank KSA, which is 40%, while the Oman Arab Bank at 49%. The sister company also includes Arab Bank in Arab Bank in Switzerland.
Okay, let's review the challenges that every bank has faced in the past. One is the old infrastructure and the financial security technology in some poor country, which brought huge uncertainty and risks. Two is the global financial crisis has become a common phenomenon, such as the 2008 financial crisis. In addition, the rapid development of new technologies over the past 20 years has also brought challenges to the banking industry, requiring banks to continuously up their technologies, reverse and application to keep up with the needs of the times. Currently, every bank is facing new challenges. Firstly, the synthesis of political order and economic integration in the Middle East and the North African region has to lead to the collapse of national authoritarianism, which can easily lead to regional conflicts. Second, ESG issues are becoming increasingly important global. As a global, well-known enterprise, every bank may face a pressure from stakeholders. Finally, the global economy is in downside, which poses greater challenges to the business growth of banks. When considering the challenges of globalization, every bank would employ specific risk mitigation techniques based on the challenges from political, economical, and ESG currently. We can propose some risk mitigation strategies. Firstly, keep an efficient political risk assessment. That is to say, before entering a new market or making significant investment, every bank would assess the potential risks in that country. And secondly, conduct geography diversification. It can be said that eggs cannot all be placed in one basket, and multi-regional business layout is beneficial for diversifying risks. Thirdly, reserve risk management plans, keeping on being alert to the occurrence of financial crisis, especially during periods of economic stagnation, like control financial leverage. And lastly, focus on regulatory compliance and sustainability. Ensure compliance with religions in every country and pay attention to the ESG report.
So to conclude, we have done an overview of the Arab Bank and the history of its expansion. We have discussed the strategy of internationalization they have used, which is focusing on expanding into high growth markets and diversifying its geographic reach. We have also discussed the global supply chain and what are the strategies they are using there. We have discussed their challenges, the past and the present challenges, with the risk mitigation they have used to overcome these challenges. At the end, following the completion of this analysis on Arab Bank, we have conducted certain recommendations and using the SFA framework, they will be with sustainability, which continue utilizing its extensive service offering and regional experience to draw in new clients. And in feasibility, they might improve their customer experience and expedite internal processes, and they will keep spending money on technology innovations as it's one of the crucial aspects for banking today. Acceptability, they need to encourage more in-depth community involvement through focused CSR initiatives and consistently uphold trust by keeping internal processes transparent. At the end, in summary, Arab Bank, a rich history, extensive services offering, and robust infrastructure make it a suitable, feasible, and acceptable choice for stakeholders in the MENA region. The bank should continue leveraging its strength while staying agile to the changing dynamics of the financial sector. At the end, we thank you so much for this course and for helping us conduct this presentation.